might get through in there, we'll go back to the riverside. I know you can worst case you haven't. There's no point going. We know then we're up 20 minutes behind.
Species, the rock hopper penguin, or whether we split them up into two separate species, the northern and the southern rock hopper penguin. Now, a lot of people will associate that word penguin with these animals that live in the snow, the ice, these much colder environments, but lots of penguins do choose to live in much warmer waters, and that's exactly the case with our penguins here at Dudley Zoo. So ours are Humboldt penguins, and you'll find these do a much better job at telling you exactly who is who in the enclosure, but there are a few that I can point out for you. If you look in the enclosure and you spot any penguins with a metal band, that is going to be our penguin called Jake. Jake, even though they are called Jake, is actually a girl and she's currently 28 years old, so she's one of the older penguins in our enclosure. If you can spot a penguin with a nice purple band, date on the Humboldt penguin, so they want to be fast to avoid those predators as well. The webbed feet on the bottom of our penguins, they are there to act as rudders, and they help our penguins make quicker and sharper turns in the water as they are moving around. The bones of our Humboldt penguin are also much denser than the bones of other birds, where typically most of our bird species want to have nice and light bones to help them fly. Humboldt penguins, when they're diving, might go as deep as 60 metres into the water, so to help them reach those lower depths, they've got heavier bones to help them sink down into the water a little bit more easily. As they go under the water themselves, in order to give them better vision, they do have a more flattened cornea in their eye as well, which means that the water doesn't refract as much as they go into the water, so they are very good at seeing things while they are under the water. But by far, the most important feature that these birds do have is going to be in those insulating feathers that they have that keep them nice and warm. Unlike other birds' feathers, these are going to be really thin with really fluffy ends on those feathers, and they all interlock to create that wetsuit-like appearance you can see on our penguin's body. Without the feathers, the Humboldt penguin, as they go swimming, they would just freeze to death in the water. So those feathers are vital to our penguins in order to allow them to go hunting. Now this does introduce a bit of a problem for our Humboldt penguins. Once every single year, the penguins will go through something called a catastrophic molt. So sometimes if you visit us regularly, you will notice that